Just before we continue, I should correct myself. In the previous video, on this part, I read this number wrongly, just slip of tongue. At the end, I said billion, but it is 2 billion and 291 million. Sorry for that. Okay, let's go back to our presentation. So as you can see, it is said the art and science of getting insight based on the data. But the point is that it says that the data is semi-structured or unstructured. The reason is this, my friend. In this area, most of the data is textual data. So, and there is no structure. For example, you cannot very easily make them into tables, into matrices, into data frames, and all those things. And as I told you, all these definitions are the same, just different wording. The process of gathering and analyzing data from social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter to get the insight for making better decisions. Exactly the same thing happens in healthcare analytics. Exactly the same thing that happens in sport analytics. And one thing that it says, it is commonly used by marketers to track online conversations about product and companies that we are going to discuss on this application more than the other ones, because marketers have been pioneers in using social media analytics to strengthen the marketing campaign, that how much they are related to the other parts of the company, like development, like management, because the marketing part is the part that the company is in touch with the uh, buyers, potential or actual ones. Okay, here I show you something that I got from a website, and here I have written for you that it is not a deep social media analytics. What is social media analytics? You go to a social media, for example, you go to LinkedIn, and over there you get the information of a person from there, or the data from there, and you do analysis that can help you for making decisions. There is a website that is called Signal Hire. You can go and check it, and as you can see, it has also a free trial. Okay, um, the website goes and to social media and gather information and provide you with some reports about that person. But here you see I have written, it is not a deep social media analytics. It's very simple one. Okay, so I have put my name over there. Okay, they have gone to my social media, and since LinkedIn has been the only social media they have reached, they could reach, they based everything on that. So as you can see, they get my email address, phone number, and all those things. But the part that, as you can see here, it is called analytics. They write something. They said that according to LinkedIn, Milad Jazmi started working on 2003, when the employee has changed 6 companies and 5 jobs. And after that, it says on average, Milad Jazmi works for one company for 2 years and 9 months. So they have considered the total range of working over the number of employers. So they come up to this answer. They have done some analysis, but you see the report they are offering, and of course, see, remember, it was just a demo, and when they go inside and you subscribe, of course, they are offering more interesting and more deeper and deeper analytics. But I'm talking about this demo that you see, it is just a simple dividing, and they offer it as analytics, and they said that this. Now it is up to you. Do you think this information that they provide, because see, they get this number data, but this is information. Now you as an employer, see, does this can help you with the hiring process with me or not? It is social media analytics. The mechanism of social media analytics, again, you should be some sort be familiar with these things, and even before we discuss this page, you should have your own opinion. It says, first, sources need to be specified. Responses to YouTube videos, Facebook conversation, Twitter arguments, Amazon product review, comments from news sites. Why it is like that? Because it is you need to define it to be able after that gather the data. Sometimes to gather data, for example, to get responses to YouTube videos, you need to get a special software for getting all those things. Or for example, when you are checking Twitter, you need some sort of software, and sometimes you need to buy that type of data over there. So that's the reason it says you need first to specify what part you want to do. Social media analytics uses a specifically designed software platform that work similarly to web search tools. Exactly the things that I just told you. A specifically designed software is necessary here, because, my friend, just imagine you are a company and you base your analytics based on, for example, Amazon reviews. Okay, it would be very time consuming and boring things to go and copy paste the data from there to over here. It would be much more favorable if you have a software that can get all those things and transfer them to another database for your use. Data about keywords or topics is retrieved through search queries. It is another softwares that are necessary again here, but they are based on data analytics. So this part that it says through search queries, they are data analytics, because you have all the data now transformed with that software or manually to your page and to the folder you want, and after that you get the keywords from those reviews or the topics, the things that they are discussing about. Fragments of text are returned, loaded into database, categorized, and analyzed to derive the meaningful insight, the things that I just told you. So, my friends, get the way companies now look at social media. Without data analytics, of course they wouldn't consider and take social media this way to get all the information, all the reviews, all the conversations, get there and start doing some analysis. And now you can see the way marketing is being done is different from before. So when we talk about marketing analytics, okay, it's again in the same area, because it is an explosion of data and everyone is restless to get some sort of meaning from those things. Without data analytics, of course, it was not, the companies never care about checking everything like this. Maybe they considered other channels, other medias to get feedback about their product. But now the structure is changing. Why the structure is changing? Because maybe before they considered, for example, the media of, for example, telephone calls as the 90% of getting the feedback, for example. But now 80% is social media, 15% is something else, and 5% is telephone calls. So you see the structure is changing, and that's the point of social informatics, the impact of informatics or data analytics on the culture and structure. Okay, how can social media analytics help companies to spot trends related to offering and brands? With the visualization, you can check these things very well. So they can see the trends, where everything is going toward. The points that we are discussing here are very obvious. So that's the reason I pass them quickly. To understand conversations, what is being said and how it is being received. Millions of lines, millions of users around the world, my friends. Okay, we are talking about the companies, we are also talking about the companies that they send their product all around the world. Just consider, for example, an iPhone. Okay, now social media is some sort of the only way to get reliable feedback. The structure is changing, the culture is changing, because it is not easy, for example, to call every buyer when your headquarters in the United States, and there are some countries that maybe even that product is not imported legally and all those things. But social media is available everywhere, and the most important thing is that you can do the analysis based on some tools and techniques without getting human being involved. So to derive customer sentiments toward product and services, just to see it is positive or negative based on the tweets about the product in last month. To identify high value features for a product or service, it goes one step ahead, and it says not only they want to notice if the product is considered good or not good, they want to see if good for what property, for what feature, and if bad for what reason, to map how third-party partners and channels may affect performance. And it says, see, the great opportunity that social media analytics is offering. Not only you can go and check about the performance of your product, but also you can check third-party performance. For example, if you are selling your product regarding a dealership, in the past, it was not easy to contact and get feedback about the third party, because maybe some information they were because you are asking about someone else. Okay, but I'm not saying that it was not possible, but it was more difficult. But now, because of the free conversations about everything, you can not only check about the third-party partners, you can also go and check about your rivals and why their product is considered better or worse, and all those things. And that's one of the reasons, for example, you see all the products are becoming in long term, they becoming more similar to each other. They have all the features they have, except the one that is the pioneer and make the breakthrough, and the others start copying all the things. So we can list more 100 items more as the benefits of social media analytics to help companies. In this slide, it talks about why is social media the prevalent media for marketing. I referred to this question in the previous slide, and also the previous ones, but you can also have your idea now.